All right, today we have the Primal Bcaas. This is a flavored BCAA. Citrus Blast. You know, I usually get unflavored BCAAs, and you can mix them with tea. You can mix them right within your protein drink, which in reality, it doesn't really make that much sense to throw BCAAs into a whey drink, being that whey is already, you know, a rich source of branched chain amino acids. But sometimes I like to get that extra leucine. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Primal Bcaa. First, we'll look over the label there. We got 30 servings in this. All right, this is the Citrus Blast flavor. There is the label. 1 scoop, so I'm hoping there's actually a scoop in here. 30 servings, and it looks like a good dose, 7.9 grams. That is good, and it's a 2-to-1 to 1, which is usually what you're going to want. There's the suggested use. All right, great, wonderful. You know, it's all the basic stuff. Maximize workout recovery, blast endurance, enhance fat burning. All of these are kind of a maybe. It kind of depends on what study you look at. BCAAs are great. They're not necessarily required, especially if you're getting your protein and you know, whether that's from meat, whey, you know, supplements, whatever. I like to use them. They might help burn a little fat. They might help a bit with energy. You know, there are some studies coming out showing that, you know, plain sugar did the same thing as far as workout recovery. But I still think they're helpful, and we know for a fact that leucine is potent, you know, for enhancing MPS, muscle protein synthesis. So, yeah, I don't want to get into like science in this video. This is just looking at this. Okay, so let's go and open it up. Of course, it has the seal on there. There it goes. Smell this, man. All right, doesn't smell too bad. Dig around in here, and oh yeah, I feel that. Oh yeah. And yes, there is a scoop, and that's a rather large scoop. As you can tell, this is 10.23 grams total, 7.9 grams of branched chain amino acids. So usually you want to get about 5, but 7.9, you know, we're fine with that. So we'll just grab a scoop here. Let's just see how this mixes. I think it's going to mix fine. It's pretty fine powder. Hopefully you can see. All right. See how that powder is. That'll work. We'll just go into plain water for now. You know, since this is Citrus Blast, you know, it might be okay in tea. You know, I like BCAAs in tea. You know, unflavored. It works really well, and they work really well in tea. But let's go ahead and stir this up. All right. I use less water than they say, but yeah, they say 8 to 10 ounces. That's probably maybe 4 right there. So as you can tell, this appears to be like an orange flavor, even though there is a lemon there on the label. And maybe that's an orange. I don't know. Let me try this out. Wow. Okay. That, whew, I'm going to have to add more water to this. That is pretty strong. Usually they're not that strong. Not the best flavor. That is definitely a Citrus Blast. Let me add a little more water to this. All right, that's a lot closer to the 8 ounces there. All right. See if it's any better. Yeah, you know, it's not the best tasting supplement in the world. It's not super sweet at all, as you can tell, hopefully by the label there. I'm not seeing sugar in there at all. I've got sucralose, but not a whole lot apparently. It's not great. I mean, it's not horrible. You know, it's not horrible. It's not the greatest tasting BCAAs, but again, I usually have them just in tea, unflavored ones. There's a little bit of a chemical aftertaste, but you know, it's not horrible. It definitely has kind of a, almost like a cough syrup taste at first. It's pretty strong, even with this much water, but you know, it's BCAAs. So if you like flavored BCAAs, you know, it's not bad, at least compared to other branched chain amino acids. You know, a lot of them have that sort of chemical taste. There's definitely a chemical taste there. It's strong, but there's a little bit of that citrus flavor that you know, will make it easy to drink this down. All right, so here we have some tea. Let's just try this again. I'm not going to use a full scoop this time because this is not all the way up. We'll go, that's pretty close. That's like 3/4, so we're good there. Just wondering how flavored BCAA would do in tea. You know, citrus and tea, that goes well together, right? So let's try this. All right, we'll go with that. All right, I'm not sure if you can tell, but you can definitely see the BCAAs in there. Not completely dissolved, but that is kind of common to a lot of BCAAs. They just sort of suspend themselves there. All right, let me try this. Yeah, you can definitely still taste that chemical flavor. The tea masks it a little bit. Again, I'd probably just go with straight water with these here. But that is the Primal Muscle, Primal BCAAs. I like BCAAs. I think they are helpful. I think they are definitely helpful for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. I think they are great when you're dieting, although some people disagree. They say you use BCAAs and you're going to have, the body's going to start pulling from protein, or you're going to have an energy source instead of using fat as, to oxidize fat or whatever. But, I like them. I think they help increase fat burning some, or at least as possible. And the leucine, of course, it's a very anabolic amino acid, something that you need to make sure you're getting enough of. So should you get BCAAs? I mean, I think they're definitely something to at least try out. I usually like unflavored ones, and I definitely prefer powder to pills. I have a lot of pill BCAAs as well. Pills are okay, but you're always taking, like this is 5 pills, and we're not even getting the full 5 grams of BCAAs. So you're taking a lot of pills. But the pills are helpful for sure for those times you just want to have up your leucine a little bit, up that protein synthesis, especially if you're not getting an adequate amount of protein at a certain meal. But that's more into science. We're not getting into that here. Primal Muscle, Primal BCAAs, Citrus Blast flavor blend. It's got a strong flavor, sort of a chemical flavor, but that's kind of what we deal with. But if you want to try it out, they're on Amazon. It's not horrible, but again, it does have a strong flavor, and I'm not sure if you can tell, it kind of settled here at the bottom, but that is the Primal Muscle BCAA, and they include a scoop, which is a really good thing. So just for that, I'd say check them out, just because they actually included the scoop, which so many people don't do that. But there you go, Primal Muscle BCAAs.